quick, drop a like in this video in the next 5 seconds if you want to be gifted the Deadpool skin early off Epic Games. So today, as you can see by the title, we're going to be discussing how ultimately everybody can get some more Deadpool free rewards, more specifically being, well, the battle bus that we're teased toward in Deadpool's letter to Epic Games in his secret lair. If you already didn't know about this location, is in the air vent of our Battle Pass headquarters menu. Despite us already knowing of 4 free items we're able to earn, we can actually unlock 8 in total until the release then of the next weekly challenge set for week 9, being to obtain the Deadpool skin for obviously completing that challenge set and every other Deadpool challenge set prior. The craziest part of this is, even though all of these cosmetics, the last 4 anyways that we don't know of, not being in the files, we know what they are through teasers and literally things being right in front of our eyes this entire time that people should have picked up upon, considering Epic Games love to tease things in advance but simply haven't. And oh yeah, Deadpool being the secret skin, obviously he's involved in our Fortnite storyline despite being another Marvel promotion or collaboration that Disney have invested in, and we're going to be discussing or mentioning all the developments that he's making not only in our Battle Pass menu or his secret lair or what's going to upcome, but also the changes that are commemorated or based around him in our map, obviously then affecting our gameplay. Just do yourself a favour, stick around and watch the full video today. It won't take too much of your time, and obviously by the end of it you'll know everything to do with Deadpool and, well, everything that's going to go on with him this season. Quickly before we go any further, however, I have one very important question to ask you guys. Do you want a free Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to be gifting hundreds of subscribers literally over the next coming weeks, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment your Epic Games ID down below so that way I can gift you the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass, and if you subscribe right now, you potentially could be our 1.4 millionth subscriber. Also, don't forget to use code FriendlyMachine in the item shop when picking up the Battle Pass if you happen to buy it or be gifted it, or gift someone else it, and let me know in the comments if you have done this so I can heart it to show my appreciation. So without wasting any time, so everybody's up to speed, here are all the locations of things around our headquarters or in the menu before hopping into a game that you need to perhaps find to get all 3 cosmetics despite the one on the bottom right as you can see on screen. Here are all the chimichangas, here is the milk carton, and here is the toilet plunger from visiting the agency menu of TNTina when going to select if she should be Ghost or Shadow. The challenges are pretty self-explanatory, however only go up to, as of now at the time of me recording this video, week 3 of Deadpool's challenge set, but we actually know how we can get the week 4 katana reward or back bling for simply completing, well, what you can see in the leaked challenge set on screen right now. There's going to be 2 sets of Deadpool's dual wield katanas found around the HQ, and also we need to deal 10,000 damage to enemy structures. Upon leaving the game, obviously once doing this, when week 4 for Deadpool's challenges launch anyways, considering it's a different date to the weekly challenges typically going live every week, we will see this. Alright, so with everyone up to speed now, let's go over the 4 final rewards until the release of the Deadpool skin, or this being the weekly reward for week 9. As we know, the first 4 rewards for the first 4 weeks. What are the rewards for weeks 5 to 8? And if they're not in the files, how do we know these are the rewards? Well, as you guys know, Deadpool firstly indicated that we'd be getting the option to not only customize our own battle bus, but specifically in the form or commemoration of him, or through a style that he's designed. And despite not many people talking about this, and with the coding for this battle bus wrap not being in the files at the start of the season, a data miner has managed to find it now, and obviously when applying it to the battle bus, obviously then making it fully wrapped so we can see it, this is what it will look like, or something along the lines of this, as it may get changed before it's implemented for the public to actually use, whether it's specifically targeted to an LTM or if it's an actual new section of customization that we can actually mix and match the battle bus wraps. The reason I say it may be targeted to one specific LTM is because, well, we have a conflict this season between 2 agencies as the predominant theme, between Ghost and Shadow, if it wasn't already obvious from our characters when we can go to select what team they should join individually, but also throughout the trailer it's been largely enforced. Deadpool as usual is taking his normal role, what he does in the movies, of being, well, a self-witted vigilante, obviously taking whatever side whenever he pleases, whether he mixes between the two literally at the flick of a switch. This kind of puts him in the middle ground and honestly makes for a very interesting storyline, considering he's also an already made character by Disney or Marvel. And without going too off topic anyways, with this specific agency theme and obviously all the smart suits that everybody seems to be wearing in these two teams, we have leaked in the files that the Getaway LTM could be coming back, or most likely is, and an early showcase of it of an item that will also be newly introduced. We do not know what this briefcase does, but obviously for specific LTMs, we usually see a limited time battle bus, and honestly, if Deadpool is a large forefront of this LTM, when it's added around week 9, obviously upon the release or the obtainability of this skin, it would be a really cool addition. But honestly, I definitely like to see this as something we can mix and match throughout any time of Fortnite anyways, without waiting for this LTM to return, or only having it applied for this limited time now when it is introduced. And also, the files a long time ago suggested that we would be getting a new cosmetic category being interchangeable or customizable battle buses. Maybe perhaps they'll just implement or update the battle buses themselves to have applied our wraps onto them once selecting what we want to put on the vehicles. Either way, the point being, if this is a cosmetic we can unlock for one of the weekly challenge set rewards for Deadpool Anywhere specifically, this will be the 5th that we know of out of currently 8. Until then, week 9 launches being the Deadpool skin as the reward. Moving on to our next cosmetic, it's pretty obvious by now that we're going to be seeing some form of glider, as not only does everybody want this umbrella that I got somebody to make a concept of in-game, but the previous Deadpool reward for week 2 anyways, called Ride the Corn, largely foreshadows this, even despite it being very cryptic or subtle in a cartoon drawing form. The image itself obviously shows Deadpool riding on what seems to be a unicorn glider with a Deadpool mask, and we know we have these newly introduced rideable gliders instead of gliding down holding them now in Chapter 2 Season 2, whether it be the Kaboom glider or this animal-like one resembling, well, a Pokemon. It seems too much of a coincidence for this type of glider to be introduced now, and obviously this then be teased in one of the Deadpool cosmetics, and honestly a lot of people would love to get this and use it in-game or have it in their Fortnite locker collection, so I definitely believe this is foreshadowing something upcoming in terms of Deadpool rewards. This now leaves us with only 2 more cosmetics, as we've covered 6 that we currently know of or have even been teased towards or have been found in the files, and the next one is an emote. As you guys know, we have this emote where we simply sit down on a chair as if we're waiting for something to happen. Well, this may be the case, but integrated, maybe perhaps as a built-in emote for the Deadpool character upon unlocking him, or an emote that we can just actually unlock for completing one of these weekly Deadpool challenge sets. With this being a different emote and not just being used this one by the Deadpool skin of him sitting down on a chair, it will sit him down on a toilet. Now, the reason we know this will be some form of emote is to appeal to, well, Deadpool's comedic effect, and Epic Games wouldn't have added this into the coding, which is basically just Deadpool sat on the toilet that we couldn't see when the door was closed, as they'd only need to create the asset for his feet that we can see. And because they've went to this extent of creating the whole asset of the character sat on the toilet instead of just this little part, it would definitely make sense, based off the other things I mentioned about Deadpool's comedic effect, to have this implemented or integrated as a new, unique, funny emote, obviously also making some stomach rumbling sounds that again would add to this funniness. The final cosmetic now before Deadpool is unlocked for completing week 8's challenge set, or one of the challenge sets until then that we don't know of or have found in the files as of now, is a harvesting tool. The only implication we have toward this is this room dedicated to Deadpool inside the grotto, as this is a direct Easter egg or reference to what he does in one of the movies where he's pinning posters or pictures of people up through knives into his wall. The simple fact that this doesn't resemble the dual wield katanas as his back bling literally shown further enforces that this will be its own cosmetic as a harvesting tool, as they wouldn't be able to just create something so cheap to have then the back bling used as a harvesting tool, even despite us being able to wear a harvesting tool as a back bling, as data miners have recently found in the files to be a unique trait upcoming in one of the next updates, perhaps v12.20, but yet again all the Deadpool cosmetics are technically free, however, upon only purchase of the paid Battle Pass. Now that we've mentioned all the rewards, considering we'll need to complete all the challenges to then earn perhaps a little subtotal reward for week 9 like a sticker, also then granting the Deadpool skin for completing all the 9 challenge sets weekly for Deadpool. Until then, we have a ton of developing map changes commemorated around him, also foreshadowing a particular agency that belongs to Deadpool or is run by his specific team, this being the grotto, also where this Easter egg foreshadowing Deadpool's room or katana harvesting tool was found. Not only does this indicate that this belongs to Deadpool or Deadpool was here, but the fact that they're carving this Deadpool face, or what seems to be in progress of, into the side of the mountain can only further confirm this. We'll have to keep checking in as to how the carvings of this are progressing from week to week, so make sure you subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on to see those weekly map change developments, especially regarding Deadpool. Now, the very final things to mention in this video are 2 selectable styles that either will be granted to Deadpool or will be able to change or disguise into in-game from going in the telephone boxes, is Agent Deadpool, obviously Deadpool wearing a suit, and the gold Deadpool style, as we can also get all other Battle Pass skins currently in a gold style for what you can see right here on screen, reaching level 300 overall to obtain them all. Deadpool, yes, is technically a Battle Pass skin, and he doesn't currently, or as we know, have a gold style, so it would definitely be interesting to see this updated alongside the release of him when the update for him, or him being added at least into the files furthermore, is applied. The agent style, however, is largely enforced by him being involved with one of the agency sides, as he hands in the trailer itself top secret cinematic for Chapter 2 Season 2 Peely the suit jacket, making him then Agent Peely, and this scene can be found in-game also, actually showing Deadpool's hideout underneath with a funny scene of stuffed animals surrounding a table sat. This is just on the outskirts of Wailing Woods, and if we make our way above ground again from hitting this picture or painting or whatever you want to call it with your harvesting tool, you will notice the gold V-Buck coin pops out. Many people speculate there's going to be a massive Easter egg hunt as we approach Easter now in Fortnite now, with tons more of these secretly added that we need to collect, but I believe it's a secret reference to the skee ball token that Deadpool's fiancée or wife actually hands him as an anniversary present in the second movie. The token in the movies was a sentimental present, obviously from their first date, that Deadpool didn't know she actually kept hold on to all this time. Even though the tokens are different, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment sections down below, but that's all I've got for you guys in this video, so thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, slap a like and also subscribe with all notifications turned on so that you never miss any future updates regarding Deadpool, the map changes to do with him, or anything going on news-wise in the world of Fortnite. Hopefully I can also recognise you guys from remaining active in the comment section of my future videos to come, and I'm out. Have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are whenever you're watching. Have a good one, take it easy, and as always, peace.